What a better way to start off Monday, guys, than this. Look at this, man. You gotta love it. SoFi stock is up another 11%. It's at $9.07 per share now, up over 90 cents per share on the day after already being up, you guys know, a ton already over the past couple of weeks. So we have to break down SoFi in this video, go over some key levels that I'm looking at, how the stock's performing on the charts, and of course what I'm looking to do, and we'll break down some numbers here later in the video. But before we dive into that, don't forget to get up to 17 free stocks for Moomoo, guys, the sponsor of today's video, which, mind you guys, this promo right now is unbelievable. Open up your account and fund it with at least $100. You get 5 shares of stock right off the bat, each up to $2,000, and you get a free share of C3AI stock, ticker symbol AI, which right now I think is at around $35-36. That's just with a $100 deposit. Deposit at least $1,000. You get 10 more stocks, and fund your account with at least $5,000. You get a free share of either Tesla stock or Google stock on top of all the free stocks guaranteed, guys. So if you guys want to help out the channel and you want some free money, use that Moomoo link down below. And now, cheers, guys. Let's dive right into the video and break down what's going on here with SoFi, which now is up over 11.3% at around, what time is it? 1:35 p.m. on the East Coast. So we're heading more towards the end of the day, and SoFi just keeps on trucking along, guys. Look at this. We ended up running all the way to $9.18 earlier in the day. That was at around 11:15 a.m. on the East Coast, and that's after we actually ran through right at open. We blew through the gates, right, like we talked about the other day, like a horse that's getting ready for the gates to open. That's what SoFi was like this morning, right? We ran from around 840 all the way up to 885, then we just continued to run up all the way to 918. So essentially, the first hour and 45 minutes of trading, this ran up 9%. Do you guys want to see how resilient the bulls were? Look at this. If I zoom in, you guys are going to see we then pulled back to around 875. So we actually sold off around 4.5%. And look at what happened from there, guys. We held a higher low. Boom. You guys see that right here. And we ended up running up until where we are now, which now we're up over 11.5%, guys. We're on our ways to testing that 918 high from earlier and maybe even taking it out. You guys can see that's pretty much where we're going now. We're 5 cents away from that point. So let me actually set my alert now at 918, and that actually might hit during the course of me filming this video. We'll see, guys. But overall, that's what we're noticing in the very short term on the intraday based on today's price action so far. We had a huge run, pulled back. The fact that we held a higher low there, that's very strong for the bulls. Now we're looking to test 918. Will we take that out? Will we, fail? Time will tell. We'll probably get an answer here over the course of the next hour, hour and a half, 2 hours. We'll see, guys, but that's what's going on the intraday chart here on SoFi stock. Pulling up the 5-day chart, of course, you guys can see now with today's move, we're at a multi-day high. We took out the highs from last week, which on Friday morning, we ran all the way up to around 875. And actually, one point worth mentioning here, guys, look at this. If I zoom in and draw out a simple trend line, we're going to notice, wait a second, where did we rally earlier today when we had that V-shaped recovery to where we are now? We held 875, 880. Look at that, guys. That is right at the high from Friday, which we peaked at 875, 880. So essentially, we got the sell-off today, intraday. Bulls came in at 875, 880, the highs from Friday, and now we're rallying off that point, and we're up almost 12%. Now we're, 4 cents away from the highs from, a couple hours ago. So to me, that's really bullish here on the 5-day, 5-minute, guys. Really bullish in the short term. And on the 10-day chart, of course, you guessed it, we're at a fresh high. And on the 1-hour chart, and not quite yet, actually, probably on the 4-hour chart. Yeah, for sure, right? Yeah, we're at a 4-hour chart high. I was thinking of another stock for a second, guys. My mind blanked for a second there. Of course, we're at a high on the 4-hour chart. We took out the highs last week, right? Yeah, we took out that 815, 820, what was it? 825 high from the beginning of February. So now we're well above that. We're at 918. We hit that earlier. And now we're looking at a yearly high too, I believe. Yup, because we took the highs out from the beginning of August. That's great for the bulls. And we're looking at a push now towards, obviously not the highs on the 3-year chart, but now we're probably looking at $10 plus in the very short term, and we'll see where it goes from there, guys. I don't want to give crazy predictions like, oh, it's going to go to 15, 20 bucks. I mean, it could at some point, but I don't want to say that for sure in the short term, because you guys know how that goes. First of all, I have no idea what's going to happen, and second of all, there's a lot that could go wrong or happen in the short term, so it's very difficult. But long term, if they execute, sure, they could be a $15, $20, $25, $30 stock again, maybe way more, but that's long term, right, guys? Again, for the short term, we don't know exactly what's for sure going to happen, but all we can do is look at the charts, take into account the price action, what momentum's looking like, a bunch of different indicators. There's a lot that goes into it, but we can see what's in front of us, in other words, right? And at this point, we're just not slowing down. We just keep on going up, and the fundamental reason is because they're going to be able to get a lot of their student loan business to ramp up at some point here in the short term, with the student loan freeze looking to be lifted here in the short term. Again, I don't think we have an exact date on that, but that's why really the price of SoFi has been running up. And you could argue that's all priced in at this point, which arguably it is, but of course there's a lot of unknowns that are not priced in to the stock, like how much business will they get when the freeze gets lifted, right? Because you have to realize a lot of these loans are at 0%, so there's no need for these people to refinance their loans because they're at 0%. But once that gets lifted, guys, there's going to be some more business for SoFi. Let's just put it that way. How much more business? I don't know. But some of that, maybe all of that's being priced into the stock. Time will tell. And let me actually come over here to the Safari tab so I can show you guys real freaking numbers on how SoFi has gotten destroyed when it comes to their student loan business. The numbers are nowhere near where they were, and at some point, of course, they'll get back up there. But look at this, guys. Based on their last report that came out, I believe on the 1st of May, if I remember correctly, about a month and a half ago, we can see here student loan originations, and this is bear with me. I mean, I don't know if you guys can actually see it, but just listen on, right? Student loan originations in Q1 of 2021, full year. This is the full year. We have Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, right? But Q1 of that year, Q2, Q3, Q4, it was all around $1 billion in student loan originations, $850 million, $960 million, $1.5 billion in Q4 of 2021. Then you guys can see in full year 2022, that just got destroyed, right? I mean, this thing went from Q1 2022, $980 million, then $398 million in Q2 2022, $450 million, $400 million. So that dropped off in a major way. I mean, think about it, guys. Q4 2021, they did $1.5 billion in student loan originations, right? That number got down all the way to $400 million by Q4 2022. Now, that is a big drop. And based on Q1 2023, the most recent quarter, it hasn't gone up much. It's only at $525 million. So that is down big time from, what it used to be. And sure, it could come up. I mean, probably it will come up soon here. But again, there's a lot of unknowns. We don't know exactly what's going to happen. But that goes to show how much this really hurt their business. The fact that, the loan originations, they got destroyed. So yeah, that's a quick look here at the numbers. Let me go back over here to the actual stock. And by the way, guys, if you're finding value in the video, hit that like button. Make sure to subscribe. I appreciate you all. As always, geez, man, I need some freaking water right now. Hold up. Let me make my face a little bit bigger. Is that, there we go here. Okay, let's do that. Boom, there we go. Let me get my water too while I'm at it, guys. I'm freaking parched right now. So at this point, guys, I mean, SoFi stock just keeps on defying gravity. Oops, I just bumped the mic. Yeah, it just keeps on defying gravity. Every day that goes by, you're like, oh, it's going to pull back today. But nope, it just keeps on going up. And let me be honest with you guys, it will pull back. And at this point, everybody knows that. It's not like you're, maybe some of you guys are oblivious to that. I don't know. I'd like to think you guys realize there's going to be a pullback, right? I mean, we don't know when it's going to happen, but at some point we're going to get, I'm not saying a 50% pullback or a 75% or something crazy like that, but a 10%, 15%, maybe even a 20% considering how much it's gone up. That is not unlikely here with a stock like SoFi. You got to realize, guys, this is not the size of Apple or Google or any big tech stock, right? This is still a small company technically, and I don't know exactly what their market cap is. I can actually look it up here very quickly, guys. Bear with me. I mean, guys, their market cap is $8.56 billion. You can't see it, but I'm looking at it right here on Yahoo Finance. $8.5 billion bucks. So for a company that's, sure, it's billions of dollars, all right, but it's not massive, right, in terms of the valuations of companies these days. This could fluctuate heavily. That's the point that I'm trying to make here. This could fluctuate heavily on a 20% pullback. And you guys know, if you've been watching the stock for a while, not just in the past couple of days, a 20% pullback is it's in the stock's history. In fact, it's gone more than 20% down. But I'm not thinking that's going to happen. All I think is at some point we will get a little bit of a correction, and it's not the end of the world. It's actually healthy, guys. We want to see that because it's just how the stock market works at the end of the day. We can't just go up, and away every day. But at this point, as things are right now, we are going up, and away every day. But I'm just, ringing alarm bells. I'm saying here on the channel, guys, be ready for a pullback. It's going to come maybe towards the lower mid 8s, maybe it goes down to 7, mid 7s. That would not be the end of the world. But I'm leaning more towards maybe $8 is where we consolidate. I don't know. Time will tell, guys. And again, we have to use what we have in front of us. We have to look at what's in front of us, and we're not seeing any signs of a pullback as of now, so we have to realize that. And in the very short term, keep your eyes on 918, 920. That's what I'm looking at, the intraday high from today. So with that being said, guys, I'm going to wrap up the video. If you enjoyed it, hit the like button. Feel free to subscribe. And do not forget to get up to 17 free stocks from Moomoo, guys, each up to $2,000, the sponsor of today's video. And listen, once you open up your account and fund it with at least $100, this promo is nuts. You get 5 free shares of stock and a free share of C3AI stock, which is $35 right now, right around there, which that's exclusive to this channel. And guys, that's only with a $100 deposit. And if you deposit at least $1,000, you get 10 more stocks, totaling 16 stocks, again, each up to $2,000. And if you deposit at least $5,000 on top of all those free stocks you already got, you get a free share of Google stock or Tesla stock guaranteed. I promise you guys, this is the best promo by far. So if you want some free money, and of course you want to help out the channel because it is an affiliate link, full disclosure, use that Moomoo link down below. Check out all the details or go to stocksurfast.com/Moomoo. And with that being said, cheers. I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out.